Hello there. Welcome to writing class. In today's class, we will learn how we can write a letter for your IELTS task 1. So this is one of the easiest sample I am going to say or I am going to show over here. You can just practice with this and from this video onwards I am going to add more and more letters of different variety. So keep watching. So let's get started first. Let's read the question first. You recently took a trip with a taxi company. The driver behaved in an unacceptable way and you had a lot of problems. You complained to the company, but no one has replied to your complaint. So, what this letter is about? This is about you recently took a trip. I mean, you have taken a taxi somewhere to where you had faced a lot of problem and driver was not behaved in a good way. That's what this you want to include in your letter. And you had a lot of problems and you complained to the company. Even though you complained to your company, nobody has responded to your complaints. Though that's the content of your writing. You got it. This is your main focus. You have to focus on this aspect of this question. And then they have exactly explained what all things you should include in your letter. Write a letter to a taxi company. In your letter, say why you are writing. Why? See, why you are writing and how you feel. And explain what happened and tell them what you like to do. Okay, so you understood this part of the question, right? This is you are going to write a letter to a taxi company and where they have sent a driver caused you a lot of troubles and you found it very difficult to cope with and you had faced a lot of personal problems as well. So you are going to write a letter to a company and the sub questions. The main topics, the things you should include your writing are why you are writing. So you have to state your reason why you are writing and how you feel, how you felt, when you took the trip. So you have to exactly say and then explain what happened. So you have to say what is the reason of writing and why you are writing and tell them what you would like to do. So this is a future, what you are expecting this company should for you for the inconvenience that was caused by the taxi driver. So these are the sub questions. So always think about that when you get a question like this, you don't have to worry about your ideas. Okay, it is not about your ideas, how you can execute a perfect letter. That's what only matters. So just imagine a situation in your daily life, you are traveling somewhere and the driver dropped you somewhere else instead of the real place and you found it really difficult and you got sometimes if you are going for an appointment at, you had an appointment and you couldn't meet the appointment. So just imagine how many problems you have caused. On top of that, the driver is not willing to accept his mistake as well. So suppose that is the condition, how you can write. So let's move to the sample essay and I'll exactly tell you how you can score your band 8+ band in your task 1 writing. So always start your letter dear sir or madam, because this is not an exactly like a formal letter and so you don't have to write respected sir or madam, something like that. You can use dear and always use the two aspects sir or madam. We do not know exactly who the boss is, right? So use either sir or madam. Okay, if you use both, it is good, I could say. And I am writing to express. So exactly I went to the right point. I am writing to express my dissatisfaction with the service I have received from your taxi company both during my ride and in dealing with my subsequent complaint. So see the first paragraph. Always I say when you write an essay, your introduction should be like catchy. It is about when you write an introduction, always remember that I am not the one who is going to read your essay. The examiner, what he expect the question should be exactly there in your introduction. I mean, what the content, okay? That should not be missed out. Always remember this. This is going to give you a lot of improvement in your scores. So what we are going to write, like, firstly you have to say, like, if it is a letter, say that I am writing. Why I am writing? To express my dissatisfaction, because I am not satisfied, right, with the service I have received from your taxi company, or because the service I have received, because I have traveled, I have received from your taxi company both during my ride. So I have written a connective over here. You can also use the connectives, that would be better, I could say, both during my ride and in dealing with my subsequent complaint. So the person is going to say, she or he is going to say that, like, she had faced or he had faced a lot of problems during the ride and after the ride as well, because they have asked us to write, like, she or he hasn't received any response from your company. So we have to address both the issues. Got it? So this paragraph exactly explains what the question asked. Okay. Then what we are going to further detail what happened. We have to explain. Last Thursday, so exactly mention the time. The time could be anything. You can write anything. Last Thursday, 3rd of March, I took one of your taxis to go to an important business meeting in the city. So I am saying that the last Thursday, I have taken a taxi to a business meeting to a city. But although, so exactly I am going to say that what happened. I have taken the taxi, although the driver said he knew the address I wanted to go. So the driver said that he knew the address. So he took me to the wrong address. Even though he didn't knew the address, he said that he knew the address. Okay, and then he took her or him to somewhere else. Okay, so what happened? Like, this is the reason I am writing, because I had an appointment meeting in the city, and the driver told that he know the address, but still, he took into the somewhere else or in the wrong address. This made me late for my appointment. What happened? I was late for my appointment. Okay, this is the first reason I am writing this letter. First reason. Okay. Got it. This is the first reason. So let's move to the second reason. When I complained, because in the question itself they have asked that, even though I have written a letter, still they haven't responded. Okay. So what we are going to say, second explanation, when I complained about his mistake, he became angry and shouted at me. So what happened when I told him that you are right, you were wrong, and you have took me to a different place, and where because of that reason I missed my appointment. So what happened, like, I refused to pay the fare, and he then started to threaten me. So what I said that I am not going to pay your money, and then he started to threaten me. So I took down his information and left the taxi while he was shouting. So what I did, I noted all the information about his ID card number or the taxi number, everything I have taken, and then left the taxi while he was shouting. So he was keep on shouting. So I left in between, and I immediately wrote a letter of complaint to your company. So immediately I wrote a letter of complaint to your company. So this is the second reason I am writing this letter. So you just understood, I believe, that the second part, second reason the question is asking you to write the letter is this. Okay, so the two aspects are done. However, why I am disappointed? However, I am very disappointed to find out that I haven't received a letter of apology for the driver's behavior. So what I am saying, that even though I have written a letter or I have complained to your company, but none noticed, or I didn't even receive a letter of apology for the driver's bad behavior. As a representative of your company, because he is a representative of your company, right, he should behave in a courteous manner Courteous means good manner, particularly because it was the driver who had made the mistake. Because why I am saying, because I am exactly stating that it was the driver's mistake, not my mistake. Still, he claims or he shouted at me. So this is the thing. And lastly, I would like to recommend. So they in the question they have asked, like, what do you expect from them? Okay, so exactly write what you would like them to do. Okay, what is your recommendation? So I would like to recommend that you train your staff. What I am recommending, that you train your staff to behave in a polite manner to customers. So my opinion is that you should train your staff to behave in a better manner to your customers. I also expect an apology for the employee's behavior towards me, and I am also expecting what, an apology from your employee's behavior, because he was wrong, and I am expecting his apology, but nothing happened. Okay, so and then you have to write yours sincerely and name. Add some name over here. It's best to add some name, your name or someone else's name, it doesn't matter. Okay, I hope you understood this letter well, because when you frame a letter, always understand that the sub question, the key questions in your question is a must to include in your writing. Okay, that's very very important. So I have included why I am writing the letter. I have added 2 reasons. Okay, and how you feel, like what I felt, because I was very dissatisfied. Okay, I have mentioned exactly, and I have explained the reason why, what happened, why, and tell them what you would like to them do, because I told them that you should train your staff to behave in a polite manner. So this is about my letter. I hope if you write this way, you are going to score your band 9 of. Okay, and even though you are not still skilled, still you have got a chance. Practice, practice, practice. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.